Hey, what is up guys? Guitar here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Alright, so let's talk about patch notes on 21st of January, what we're gonna have in terms of the mercenaries, what are the new updates, what are the new costumes, etc. Alright, let's dive into it. Okay, so first things first, if you guys are not aware, we're gonna get these new companions, alright, and mercenary for the Gate of Chaos Season 3. All of the things are exactly the same, as you can see. The ancient magic stones that you collected from the previous season will not be usable anymore, alright, they will be removed. So I always encourage players, and I always tell you guys, always use them during that season. You cannot keep them for the next season, alright, buy whatever you want. Or whatever you can, right? If you have already obtained all the mercenary and companions, right? Just get these slimes, or I think there's some arena swords, I can't remember. Alright, so we have both Nerua and Nivok available this time around. So these two are 5-star mages. Looking at the skills of this LOLI, I think she is really going to be the staple in terms of a magician. Alright, so we haven't had a good or strong 5-star magician in a while. Alright, so the last one we actually have was like Velfern, but Velfern was a tank. Alright, she's like meant to take hits and nullify as opposed to be dealing damage, but I really enjoyed and I really love the concept of Velfern because if he ends up hitting the enemy, he can stack his HP into an incredible amount. But the problem is in the current meta where Mamone is like present almost everywhere, that rarely happens because of buff prohibition, so Velfern will not be able to activate that buff. Same goes for Helga as well, right? So Helga counters Velfern pretty heavily. And before that, we also have Frisha. And Frisha is a pretty underwhelming one. She is really strong, but I strongly believe that she really needs plus 15 strictly. Because I myself tested her out a couple of times. I do own a plus 10 Frisha now, trying to get her up to plus 12. And at low skill level, I would say she underperforms. So I think plus 15 is pretty much a must for her, where you unlock her true potential. So with Nerua and Evoke, I hope that these two is going to be a cheaper alternative to 5-star magicians. In terms of the roster right now, we really do not have many that have companions yet. So Velter, Frisha, and even Catherine is not really usable in the current state. Okay, so let's forward to the part where we will be able to look at her skills, alright, because I think that's where it's important. So understanding or at least having a decent idea of what the skill is going to be like. Keep in mind this is like before the skills are officially released, so I'm basing this off based on this trailer, alright, what Nerua or Nivok can do. So as you can see in this particular screenshot right here, alright, we can observe two things. Number one, this buff right here. You can see 94 turns. She will have some sort of buff, I think relatable to something alongside of crit rate or crit damage, because this is a crit rate or crit damage buff if I'm not mistaken. But one more important thing to note is the HP. Alright, she has about 554 HP. So that means this is going to be a very squishy mage. I am not entirely sure how this will work yet, but I have a feeling she will apply stigma to the enemy, and if she dies, the enemy will receive insane amount of damage. So that's what I can gather based on my observations. Alright, so looking at this, you can see 500 HP is relatively low, similar with Helga, right? And then right now when Nivok is about to attack, this is going to be interesting. This part is going to shock some of you. Alright, if you were not in my live stream earlier, look at this. So Nivok is gonna hit. We have Carlson, we have Jacqueline, we have Frisha, and we have Velfern. Guess what happens? Velfern with Energy Gut, 17,000. Boom! Completely removed. You can see the Energy Gut from Velfern is completely removed. Surprisingly, Carlson is still alive. Jacqueline is still alive. Frisha is still alive. And you can see they all have this particular icon, which I'm gonna assume is a stigma icon, and this is just based on assumptions for now. Again, take it with a grain of salt. And when Nerua or Nivok dies, this stigma is gonna deal like damage to them. So that's all I can notice for now. There's like no explanation or skill description yet. So looking at all of this, looking at what this skill does, you know, in terms of removing Velfon's energy guard, I can confidently say this might be a good counter to the Velfon and Mamone meta right now in terms of their presence, right? So this is going to be interesting. Like, energy guard is no longer an issue, especially for Mamone. I think Mamone is going to be the bigger issue right here because Velfon is not that hard to deal with, but Mamone is going to be the annoying one because she has so many layers of energy guard. So removing the first energy guard, you still have to remove the second one, and then there's a third death guard or whatever, right? So it's freaking annoying. So hopefully with this Nerua, this LOLI, this Shota present, obtainable by almost everyone, I assume, because Gate of Chaos is something that is very doable actually, based on the last season. But I'm not aware of how tough or how difficult the season 3 of Gate of Chaos will be. So we're gonna see. Don't worry, I'll make some guides and hopefully try my best to guide some of the newer players out there. Okay, so besides that, we also have gender band Velfon costume. This is pretty pork. This is pretty pork. Alright, so a couple of days ago, they posted this particular image on their Facebook page, right? So the answers are finally here. Alright, it's been revealed. We will have a Velfon gender band costume. Now, speaking of Facebook page, I just want to take a quick moment to mention that they are having a special survey sort of event going on their Facebook page. So if you guys are not aware and you want to take part, feel free to do so because you are going to get 10 legend scrolls. I will leave the links in the description below, so feel free to check the description. Alright, it should be there. If it's not there, someone please type in the comments to remind me to include it as soon as I can. You have to fill in a couple of questions, but you're gonna get 10 legend scrolls in return. I do think it's worth it. Take a couple of minutes just to fill it up. You're gonna have a chance to obtain a legendary. Why not, right? Alright, so moving on, we also have a thing called Event Dungeon Renewal. This is going to be interesting. Alright, right now the Event Dungeon works in a way that we are only able to execute it during the weekends. So apparently they're changing it. Alright, so now it can be entered during specific times and you can basically set this amount of time, which is very interesting. So the time can be used from 20 UTC until 20 UTC the next day, and it will reset at 20 UTC. Very interesting. So the event dungeon has been changed so that it can be played for a specific amount of time each day, and the number of horseshoes required for entering has been increased. You can check how much time you have left by going to the main lobby challenge and looking at the event dungeon menu. The limited time event dungeon has been separated from the regular event dungeon along with this renewal. Alright, so there's a limited time like during the Christmas and stuff, so that has been separated. So unclaimed rewards from the multi-repeat event dungeons from before this renewal will be removed. So please claim the rewards. Alright, if any of you have any spare gold or slimes from the event dungeon, please claim all of it before the maintenance. Alright, a couple of jumpstart quest mission change apparently, and temporary mailbox will get improved. Some of the items right now, if you try to claim all, it will not accept like slimes and those things. I think now they will improve it so that you can actually finally accept it as well. We're gonna have 5-star skill book, peace mission event as well, New Year dice event, which is pretty cool. I actually like this. A lot of players told me they don't like this because they always end up not getting the good rolls, but yeah, RNG, I don't mind it. It's free rewards, why not, right? And we're gonna get a free costume. Alright, everybody will be getting the RichNet handbook costume for free. You just need to log in for 3 days consecutively from January 21st onwards till February 3rd. Alright, so there will be a couple of Happy Winter Package 1 and 2. Those will be on sale, and they fixed a couple of bugs as well. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think of the patch notes. Definitely looking forward to a lot of these things, and of course, Velfon gender band costume. I don't know. I might consider getting this. Like it's really good. I think it's really good. I don't know why she's stepping on this cat lady, but yeah, I like the art. It's a very well done costume. Kudos to the artist or whoever that drew this. Alright guys, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.